Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's me and Indy again, and here we are. We're looking at some Battletech salvage box for our Figure Friday. Just kind of doing a quick video because I'm just about out the door, and it's Figure Friday. We got to get a figure up. So, uh, last video I made, I kind of made a comment about how the Battletech salvage boxes are, or not the salvage boxes themselves, but how the Catalyst miniatures are a little different from um, the old original battle mechs and all that. And, getting some of the vehicles, I hate to see it, but this old man is a little impressed. And as I dump out, I got 4 boxes, and each one of these boxes came with 2 vehicles. So we'll kind of show the vehicles here and some of the interesting things, as long as I don't have my end boss here trying to run away with them. Like she is already. Leave the tank there, you silly. All right. So I will make the comment. They did some upgrades. You can actually turn the turrets on these. So these are kind of interesting, and I've got some of these out of order. As far as what vehicle is what, and it's been a while since I've really gotten into doing all the vehicles, and for the most part, I really remember a lot of the mechs more than some of the vehicles. But when we have tanks and you can actually move the turrets a little bit, these are on a joint or a ball joint here, is what it looks like, because when we got our LRM launcher, it came with a different missile pack, and it's got a ball joint here. So hopefully you guys can see that good. And these are 5 packs for 6 packs for LRM or SRMs. So yes, and you're moving my vehicles around. So it is kind of nice to say, hey, we can swap these out. And then this is a 6-pack as well. So I don't know why we have 2 6-packs, but we have 2 different 6-packs. I guess in case I want to paint one up one way and paint one up a different way. But I did get a second one, and they are swappable. So I don't know why I'd want to swap them, but if I so choose to, I can. And there we are. They're set up the same way, but it is very nice to be able to say, hey, you can change it out. You can move the turrets around. That does add a little extra to your gameplay, especially when you have a Shrek PPC carrier, which is kind of a scary monster of a tank. And you have 3 of these aiming at you, especially if you're in a medium or a light mech. So it's nice to have some of these. So if you want to run a Merc unit, or you're doing combined arms or what have you, you have that availability. The only downfall to all the tanks and that, thinking of it in the sense of, you need more personnel. You're paying for more people to get out onto a battlefield to kind of take care of some of this stuff, to do the fighting that you need. Because unlike a mech where you only need the one pilot, maybe a second person for a command mech, that's going to be your unit leader. And then, of course, your techs when you get back. Here, we're still going to have our techs because these, I'm sure, are going to be needing a lot of work done when they get back to base or whatever. But now you're going to have a crew of maybe 3 to 4, depending on how it is. Our little hover tank here, which to me almost resembles a hover version of a Bradley fighting vehicle in a lot of regards. But you get the heavier tanks and everything else. You got to reload them. You got to take care of all the other things. You do have a crew of some size required for this. Now, I will say, if you have all laser weapons, I don't know if you really need a loader in there, but typically you have a driver, a commander, and a gunner. So you're talking about at least 3 people being in a track compared to a battle mech. But Catalyst has, whoever they have doing their designs are doing really well. We have to try and get a couple one-on-one so we can look at the old metal and then the plastic when they got the first plastic. And these are heavier duty plastics than the first original ones when it was still FASA, because that was still more of a budding technology. Going back to 1984, when everything was kind of launched and just how the designs were, we were using lead-free pewter. Now we can do some nice plastic molds, and these are looking pretty good. Obviously, the buildings, I really kind of enjoy them for a map size, not seeing some of the videos in that, because, of course, I'm on YouTube quite a bit myself. To see where people are having buildings that are essentially more mech size for doing the fighting in that. So, it's kind of nice. These were on kind of a clearance on Amazon. I think they were $12 a box. That's why I got 4 of them. I don't know if my local hobby shop, which is Adventure Games, I don't know if they actually have the Battlefield support salvage box, or I know that they had a couple salvage, but I don't remember exactly what they had. So I figured, well, $12 a pop, I'll pick a couple of those up. I might pick up some other mech boosters so we can really kind of compare with how things have gone throughout the years. So with that, thanks so very much for joining me. It's wonderful having you here. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.